Namaste friends. I was very happy to receive a book called Shri Sai Gyaneshwari. I was looking for words of knowledge and wisdom beyond the other books one is familiar with. And I was so happy to hear Sai Baba's words on the subject of karma, on the nature of duality, consciousness, and so on. So I welcome you to join me in this exploration of the words of this great master. Simple words, yet very potent words to live by, the way to be. So this is a serious study, a serious subject, and my only request is that you pay full attention and let's walk this journey together to get an understanding of these sometimes difficult to grasp concepts. Let's begin with the subject of karma. And I find the beauty of Sai Baba's teachings is that he uses examples. Examples from daily living which we can all relate to. So I am going to read out passages and then we can explore them. Baba says, if someone makes stealing as their profession, this is not their destiny. Stealing is the sinful karma of the present time, and the person will be punished for the same in the future. Whatever is occurring in our life in a normal and natural way is due to destiny. But whatever is occurring out of our present karma is not our destiny. We will just explore this a bit later. I'd like to read out some more. After robbing or killing his wealthy employer, a servant, by his wicked deeds, becomes the owner himself. Becoming the owner in this dreadful manner is due to the present karma and not due to the servant's destiny. Becoming rich is not the fruit of the servant's past karma. This is just due to his present deeds. From a poor servant, he became a rich person, enjoying his owner's wealth. If he has to go somewhere, he goes in a vehicle. He uses all the wealth and facilities of his owner, and he appears to be a happier person now. By killing his owner, he committed the sinful act. This deed will add up to his accumulated karma, and the fruits of this will appear in his next life. Due to the destiny resulting from his past karma, he was awarded the body of a human and the position of a servant. But this position of a servant has not been fulfilled in his birth. Now he will have to be reborn to fulfill the karmic obligations of a servant, and this new deed will be added to the accumulated karma. You see, this is a very important though complex point. What Baba is saying here is the destiny of the servant was to be a servant. Now, an act was committed based on doership. The servant did something because he saw his owner's wealth and he felt this needs to be mine. So this act of doership, what Baba is trying to clarify is this does not come from the past. If he had fulfilled his role to the best of his ability as a servant, that would have been going with the flow of life. What has happened is that the me, the ego with its sense of doership, has stepped in and felt, I want this. This should be mine. This should be the way I'm going to live. And even if I have to kill my owner, so be it. So an extreme form of doership was implemented, which resulted in this act. This act of doership, extreme doership as I say, is what perpetuates further karma. Because the action-reaction loop then starts moving on and on and on, and we keep going round and round this wheel of karma. So this is what Baba is making a very solid reference to. That if you were fulfilled with what God gave you in this janam and did your best, that is all that was required. You see, I have seen this also very often, that this concept of karma and non-doership can even be misunderstood very easily by the intellect. That, oh, even it was the destiny of the servant to kill the owner. So be it. But the fact is that what was an extreme action took place because the the ego of the servant felt, I deserve what he has, and got so blindsided that this violent act had to be committed to acquire that. That means one is more and more embroiled in the Maya. That is why Siddharameshwar Maharaj gave a very simple 3-word description of Maya. Maya is me. Now Baba explains this so beautifully. After completing their studies, many scholars are placed in suitable jobs and work according to their given assignments. At the same time, many scholars roam around the world and preach or deliver lectures. Some, after education, open shops and engage themselves in some business activities. Some become teachers or professors and start teaching. Scholars, professors, shopkeepers, lecturers, professionals, they have all obtained the same type of education, but they acquire different types of profiles and jobs. When all of them have studied equally hard, then why do they have different job profiles now? This is not due to their own efforts, but this is due to their destiny. So going back to the servant, you see, the destiny of the servant was to be the servant. We all have seen in our own life, in our schools, in our colleges, how we are all going into the same education systems, but different people are doing different things in life. So Baba says that is the blueprint of destiny. Listening to Sainath, Chandorkar asks, when a person becomes a thief, stealing and robbing becomes his profession and the way of earning his living. Why is it incorrect to say that this profession of stealing is not the result of his destiny? Why do you say that it is his present sinful karma that he is a thief and stealing is by choice and not due to destiny? This is precisely what I was referring to. Hearing these unenlightened words from his favorite devotee, Sainath said, "Be patient and give stability to your mind and listen very carefully." Be patient and give stability to your mind means listen totally. Not with your mind running here, there, thinking of arguments, etc. Listen to what I am saying. Some people are real thieves, but they are not in prison. Even if they get caught, they get released very quickly because of lack of evidence. And then they roam free. It is due to their good karma in the past that they escape arrest or prison somehow. There may be another thief who is caught instantly and locked up in prison and punished according to the law. Everyone in this world is subject to punishment according to the law. But then, why is one person in prison and another one roaming free? Why did the first one not get punished when both were involved in some offense? This is because the present life is under the control of destiny. Due to destiny, one person might have escaped and is roaming freely, but the fruits of his karma will not leave him. The fruits of that person's bad karma will chase him or her continuously and award the appropriate punishment at some suitable time. You must trust and believe my words. According to your past karma, your present destiny is made, and according to this destiny, your body will have to function. What I say is true, and you must think very seriously about your present karma. You see, we don't know. This is the play of destiny. And this is what Sai Baba has explained. And such similar examples made it so clear. But let's not forget to reiterate the point. Murder is an extreme form of I doing something. Now tell me, if one had this understanding that the same energy flows through all of us, we are all instruments of the same God. Would consciousness harm consciousness. It's as simple as that. If the same electricity is functioning through everyone, just like the same electricity functions through all the gadgets in the kitchen, it is inconceivable to think that the nature of consciousness is harm. So murder is perhaps a very deep misunderstanding of the nature of life and living. So we have to see in our own lives, where is it that we are exercising extreme doership to add things to ourselves? Not such an extreme scenario, but we are all doing things to people around us, loved ones, especially the ones we take for granted, to acquire. We want people to respect us, appreciate us. It's all the same thing. We are acquiring intangible assets. But what harm is being done? What is the motive behind it? What is this motive which drives us to do things and say things? What is it based on? So, Baba does not give this example and then we only think of the servant killing someone. It's to apply it in our own lives, you see. He has just shown the way. But we have to look at ourselves. This is what the teaching is about. There was a video which I had made on Gorakhnath's couplet. Sahaj mila so doodh barabar, मांग लिया सो पानी, खींच लिया सो रक्त बराबर, गोरख बोले बानी. सहज मिला so दूध बराबर. What comes naturally, unasked, is like milk, getting milk. मांग लिया सो पानी. Now you asked. This is where doership comes in. I want something. So you get water. You don't get milk, because milk the universe has brought to you unasked. Now you have asked. You get water. खींच लिया so रक्त बराबर. What you have snatched from someone else. Maybe not even snatched, what you have just taken from someone else. That is enough, because that is another level of doership compared to asking. What you have taken. You see, these are degrees of doership. Then you get blood. Thus says Gorakhnath. Nisargadatta Maharaj said this is a basic problem. We want what we don't have and we don't want what we have. Why not flip it around, he says. We are all guilty of this crime. In fact, Maharaj referred to Sai Baba as dynamic Brahman. I've read it somewhere. It's beautiful how this all comes together.